Huh. A call?
The smartphone ringtone sounds, and when I check the screen, it's from Dad.
Hello, Dad? What's up?
Is Jessica already at Tom's parents' house?
No, but I just got off the train and just missed the bus. So it looks like I have to wait about 30 minutes.
Then, what time is the next inbound train?
Inbound? Maybe in 20 minutes?
Understood. Then wait in the station's waiting room.
Huh?
Don't take the bus. Wait there until Dad comes to pick you up.
No way. I have to help with the wake now, so I have to get to my MIL's place quickly.
It's okay. You don't have to go.
Why not? Tom is on a business trip to Italy now, so I have to go at least.
I'll explain the reasons when we meet. Just don't go, okay?
Okay, I'll wait.
Even though I was on my way to my MIL's house, what on earth made him call me in such a rush? While feeling dubious about my father's words, I decided to wait for him for now. My name is Jessica. My husband Tom and I have been married for 3 years. I'm currently working part-time at a bookstore near the local station. My husband, Tom, is an employee in the system development department of a general trading company. Tom's company, which focuses on IT system development and construction, often sends him abroad, sometimes for half the month, as it expands not only domestically, but also internationally. Tom's family home is in a rural old house, and it seems they continued farming until his father passed away. The first time Tom took me there, his MIL said, when I'm alone, the meals are simple. Before I realize it, I'm eating rice with tea and pickles all the time. She served rice with tea and her homemade pickled Napa cabbage, chuckling. The tasty rice, delicious tea, and superb pickles were an absolute feast.
Maya, this is delicious. I can't find any words other than delicious, but I want to eat this every day.
Mel looked pleased when she heard those words.
Feel free to have seconds if you'd like.
I vividly recall how, when leaving, she gave me pickles, specialty tea from Arizona, and rice from Minnesota, as if it were yesterday. Despite feeling that I would build a good relationship with MIL from the day we first met. It takes about 2 hours by car from our place to Tom's family home. If you go by train and bus, it's located about 2.5 hours away. This morning, I received a call informing me of Mill's passing from my sister-in-law, Sarah.
Hello, is this Jessica? Mill passed away a little while ago. We are holding the wake tonight. Can you come by 2 p.m.?
Yes, understood, but Tom is currently on a business trip abroad. I'll try to contact him immediately, but whether he can return today or tomorrow.
Oh, is that so? It's no bother. If only you can come, Jessica.
Hey, is that okay? I felt that for some reason Sarah seemed a bit happy as she spoke.
Well, I will contact my parents at the family home right away. So could you let us know the specific time and location as soon as you know?
Yes, of course. Oh, and please remember to bring a black apron with you.
Yes, I won't forget to bring it. Thank you, and I will speak to you later.
After hanging up the phone, I checked my smartphone and it was 9 a.m. The time difference with Italy is 8 hours, I believe. So it's 1 a.m. there now. I wonder if Tom is asleep. But it can't be helped at a time like this. I tried calling and it went to voicemail after 7 rings.
Mill has passed away. The wake is tonight Japan time, and it looks like the funeral will be tomorrow. Can you make it back?
Guess I'm just waiting for a call back since I left a voicemail. Then I contacted the manager of the bookstore I work at and got the day off.
I have to call Mom and the others. Hello, Mom?
Oh, Emily, are you off from the bookstore today?
Yeah, I got the day off. This morning I got a call that Tom's mill passed away.
What? But she was still so young. What happened?
I just heard too, and don't know all the details, but I plan to head over as soon as I'm ready.
Right, it's just so unbelievable. I'll inform your father as well.
I know the wake is tonight, but I don't know the time and place yet. I'll call back soon.
Understood. If it's tonight, Ted might not make it, so please take care.
Yeah, talk to you later.
Now I need to get things together. Opening the closet, the black handbag I use for funerals caught my eye. This black handbag was given to me by my mill when she visited our home 2 months ago. Having just one good quality item like this, you can use it for a very long time, she'd said. I remember her handing me the box with the bag inside. My mill, always speaking in a calm and gentle voice, would teach me only the bare essentials about old family traditions and relative associations, as I did understand them well. Would teach me only the bare essentials about old family traditions and relative associations, as I didn't understand them well.
Ted and you, Monica, are living in the city, so you don't have to worry about rural affiliations.
The city has its urban lifestyle, after all. When in Rome, do as the Romans do, right? She said that and smiled. About 6 months after marrying Ted, we attended a relative's wedding in the city and decided to spend a night at our place while we were in the area. Since we rarely got to go out, we shopped together at the mall and later went to a karaoke place where my Mill made her karaoke debut. She must have been delighted as she had a bright smile on her face throughout.
Monica, I've been married into the Fujita family for 42 years, and this is the first time I've had such fun. Thank you.
Mill, really? I'm always here for you, so please come to visit anytime.
Really? I'm so happy. May I visit again?
Absolutely.
When Ted and I got married, his father had already passed away, and he had moved out for college while his brother left home when he started working. It seems that until his father passed away 3 years ago, my Mill hardly ever left the small rural town where the Fujita family lived. Every day I'd help with the farming or go to the rice paddies, check on our rental apartments and houses, and before I knew it, a year had passed. So I thought once Dad was in heaven, I'd retire from farming and take it a bit easy. She'd speak gently and cheerfully as always. Come to think of it, I've never seen my Mill get angry. She's kind to everyone and never insists on having her way. Notes, I always vaguely thought I wanted to become an auntie, like Mamel. Packing a few days' worth of clothes and a morning dress into my suitcase, I reached out to grab the handle of the formal bag Mamel had given me to put it in last. And the moment I placed the bag on my knee, the scene before me blurred.
Duh.
Even on the day I heard the news of her passing, for some reason, no tears came out. But now they're steadily streaming down my cheeks. I must have been holding back in my own way, so as not to sadden my Mill. Ah, precious memories with my Mill raced through my mind, and I hugged the bag tightly, crying out loud. I never dreamed we'd say goodbye so soon. We were supposed to go shopping and to karaoke next month together. She also promised to stay with us for a while after the baby was born. When I found out I was pregnant last month, Mill was the first to rejoice and offer celebratory words. Every time I pick up an item that holds memories of my Mill, it brings back moment after moment from these past 3 years.
No, I can't get stuck in memories or the preparation won't progress. I need to hurry or I'll keep myself waiting.
Looking at the clock, it's already 10:30. I have to rush. And the moment I stepped out of the house, I got a call from Sarah.
Has Lisa been able to contact Toru?
No, I'm sorry. There's an 8-hour time difference and it's midnight there now. I couldn't get through.
Ah, is that so? Can't be helped then. The wake is from 7 p.m. tonight, and the funeral is at 11 a.m. tomorrow.
Ah, yes. So tonight at 7 p.m. and tomorrow at 11 a.m.?
The location is the temple we always visit, so please tell Lisa's parents that as well.
Yes, understood.
Actually, I've always found it hard to deal with my seals, Sarah and Erica. Toru is the youngest of 3 siblings, with his older brother Bob being 6 years his senior. And 3 years separate him and his oldest sister, Erica. Bob, my Bill, is quiet and rather reserved, and Toru is also on the reserved side, if you have to say. Erica, the oldest daughter, tends to speak her mind quite openly. During holiday gatherings like Thanksgiving or New Year's, she'd ask, Lisa, no baby yet? Whenever Erica says this, Sarah always chimes in.
You should definitely have your first one before you turn 30, you know?
Ah, yes, after a year of marriage, really. Still no baby? Could it be a sexless marriage? Maybe Toru is having an affair elsewhere?
Ah ha ha ha. That's not entirely impossible, right?
And so they would alternately throw sarcastic remarks like this. Though Mill never raised her voice at such times, she gently admonished them.
Sarah and Erica, you're both parents too, aren't you? You know whether it's right to say things that hurt others, right?
Since we're all gathered here, I want us to always have a good time, though there wasn't much interaction with Sarah and Erica usually. In reality, Mill and we were visiting back and forth almost every month. She'd come over the month after we went to visit her.
You don't really get that Mill and DIL vibe from Mom and Lisa, do you?
Really?
Yeah. It's more like a mother and daughter kind of vibe?
Toru often said that. Such nostalgia. Even as these thoughts lingered, 20 minutes passed while waiting at the station. A taxi, driven by Dad, pulled up in front of me.
Get in, there's something we need to talk about.
Dad spoke with a slightly stern expression. What could this must-discuss matter be?
What on earth happened telling me not to go all of a sudden?
Yeah, actually I got a letter from Tori's mom yesterday.
From Mill to you, Dad?
Yeah, she wrote that she absolutely doesn't want Minami to go to the Fujita's house alone.
What does that mean?
You should read it for yourself.
Ah, okay.
Once you read that, you might understand why I stopped you, don't you think?
Eh? What do you mean?
Then Dad handed over a white envelope, and I was about to be astounded by its content. Dear recipient, thank you for the delicious European sweets you sent the other day. I find myself writing this letter because there is something I'd like to ask, albeit perhaps impolitely. My plea is that when I pass away and join my husband in the hereafter, please ensure that Jessica never visits the house alone. As you know, Tony often travels abroad for work, and he might be in a place where he can't return home immediately when I pass away. Could you make sure to tell him to attend the funeral together? I'm humbly asking this because if my funeral is hurriedly performed before Tony returns, my eldest son and daughter-in-law and eldest daughter might try to get Jessica to sign an asset renunciation document. Though asset renunciation proceedings shouldn't occur without Tony's consent, it would be heartbreaking if Jessica gets embroiled in inheritance disputes. Regarding asset distribution, I have entrusted a will to a reliable friend. Please forgive me for making such a request out of the blue in this letter. Wishing Mr. and Mrs. Okamoto enduring health and abundant happiness. Sincerely. At that moment, after finishing reading the letter, the cell phone rang. Ah, it's from Tony.
Hello?
Jessica, I got your voicemail.
Uh-huh.
Jessica, aren't my sisters trying to get the funeral done before I get back to the States?
Maybe seems like it.
Jessica, you don't have to go today.
Huh?
I'll talk to my sister Eri and my brother. Get them to postpone it.
Okay.
I'll be able to get the earliest flight and be back by tomorrow evening.
Got it? Yeah. Toru should be there to send them off too, huh?
That's why, Jessica, just wait at home.
Okay. See you tomorrow then.
I felt a bit relieved knowing Toru was coming back.
Can Toru make it back tomorrow?
Yeah, seems like it.
Actually, this morning I coincidentally picked up Sarah and the others in this taxi. Sarah didn't realize it was me, but Kazuya was trying to persuade them to postpone the funeral because tomorrow is an unlucky day to hold it.
They were saying they would call Jessica alone while you were away, Toru, trying to get her to agree to renounce the inheritance.
What, really?
Yeah, seems like her son, who just got his license, caused an accident with Sarah's car, and they're apparently being sued for several $100,000 for damages.
Huh? But Sarah's car is that luxury American car, right? It should have been insured.
It seems it was initially insured for Sarah only. Her son forgot to get a one-day insurance.
With that beat-up, all-scratched car, she was quite angry, saying they have to buy a new one.
So that's why they're trying to get as much from the inheritance as possible.
The following evening, Toru safely returned to the country, and everyone was able to see off Mill together. Mill's will stated that each couple would receive an inheritance of $300,000 apiece.
I make an awkward face.
Kazuya, do you think this will be enough to cover the damage payment for the accident, brother-in-law?
Thank you for worrying, Minami.
We're short of $100,000, but we'll manage somehow. Not updating the car insurance was our parental responsibility, after all.
If it's okay, please use $100,000 from my share.
The moment she said that, everyone looked her way.
Without hesitation, Sarah speaks. Is that okay? Thank you.
But their son, Yamato, stepped forward and bowed his head. I cannot accept it.
Yamato Minami is kindly offering. Why not accept?
Mom, that's not right. The accident was my fault, not Minami's.
How about this, Yamato? I lend you the money, and you pay me back a little each month.
When proposed this, he responded, if Minami is okay with that, I'd like to borrow it. I'm sorry.
And Yamato promised to repay $500 each month by working a part-time job. My mill would surely agree if it were this situation. Minami is such a kind-hearted person, too. Somehow, I felt like I heard Maymill's voice. And since then, Yamato has been faithfully paying the money every month. C also seemed to be cautioned by her son and stopped intervening in the matter. And as time flowed on, the due date finally arrived and she was taken to the delivery room with Taurus sending her off with a smile. If my Mael were still alive, she'd surely be here, cheering me on. I thought about this as I entered the room. Given that it was my first childbirth, it took a bit of time, but a healthy baby girl was born. Congratulations, said the midwife, smiling at the baby who was letting out her first cries. After staying in the hospital for a few days, the day to be discharged finally came. Toru, thanks to his company's kindness in not assigning him any business trips for a while, could cherish the time with his family. In a little while, let's visit Mill's grave with our daughter. Imagining Mill's face lighting up at the sight of the baby, I couldn't help but smile warmly.